Hi, listeners. Stories have so much power, and so does whoever controls the narrative. It is time that we dissect and analyze these stories. I am Vipul, and this is Folktales. Hi, everyone. All the traditions we have around Christmas, and while we may never know exactly where our favorite holiday traditions actually come from, unless we finally manage a perfect time machine, it's incredible to see the amazing stories from across the world and the lessons they impress upon us. For today's episode, I have a story about a Christmas tree. On that note, it's story time. The Tale of the Fir Tree. This classic Danish folktale by Hans Christian Andersen tells of a little fir tree growing in the forest. Shorter than all the other trees around it, the little tree just wanted to grow big and strong so he could see the world from up above and blow in the wind like all the big guys. The stocky little fir was envious of all the tall trees, which either got to leave the forest and travel the world as ship masts, or enjoy being covered in beautiful decorations in the townspeople's homes. He pushed himself to grow taller and taller, year after year, until he was finally picked up by a passing woodcutter. The woodcutter chopped the fir tree down and brought him to a big house. Inside, the woodcutter's family decorated him with beautiful ornaments. The children celebrated him and picked presents out from among his branches. The tree believed all his wishes had come true, and he couldn't wait for it all to happen again the next day. The next day was not so merry. The servants came, took the decorations off, and stuffed him in the attic. Lonely and alone in the dark, he told himself he was only up there because it was too cold to plant him back outside. So they were waiting until spring. When spring finally came, though, he was old, brittle, and withered. They brought him back out, and he relished the sun and fresh air. He lamented about how he wished he'd spend more time enjoying his life as a small fir in the forest. Then they chopped him to bits and tossed him in the fire. The end. While it may not be the happiest of endings, the tale offers an important lesson in mindfulness. If you celebrate Christmas, chances are you're planning to decorate a tree, or already have. But how do you make an informed and environment-friendly choice? Environmental impact is a complex question for any product, and Christmas trees are no exception. Fake Christmas trees might not be recyclable. With carbon footprint, given plastic is derived from fossil fuels and takes a lot of energy to manufacture. Real Christmas trees, on the other hand, take carbon out of the atmosphere to grow. But once you add in chemical fertilizers, also fossil fuel hungry, fuel for machinery and transportation, it's clear that both types of tree have a solid carbon footprint. So if you already have a fake Christmas tree, please reuse it. And if you get a real tree, buy cut, locally grown organic trees. The story also encourages us to enjoy our lives in the moment, rather than longing for a better future. Don't get swept up in the stress of the holidays, just waiting for them to be over. Celebrate them with your friends and family now, because these years will be behind you sooner than you might expect. And since it's a holiday season, I don't want to leave everyone with a story with such a sad ending. I have a bonus story. This is a story of the Christmas spider. Spiders are probably the last thing you want to hear about on Christmas, but this Slavic fable gives them a starring role. It starts with the mother on Christmas who is desperate to make her house the most presentable on Christmas Eve. She scrubs the house from top to bottom and shoos away the spiders, knocking down their cobwebs. She delicately places all her ornaments on the tree and finally sleeps, hoping all her hard work was enough for a blessing. Seeing she had finally put the broom away, the spiders crept out from their hiding holes and jumped down on the tree to check out all the ornaments she had put up. They jumped from branch to branch, admiring it all, and went to leave before she woke up. But they noticed they had left behind their silky webs all around the tree. Although all the little spiders were so happy, the mother would be so sad to see her hard work covered in spider webs in the morning. Christmas magic turned the webs into strands of silver and gold. Or, as we all know it better, tinsel. When the mother saw this blessing, she cried happy tears. The end. This story not only claims to be the origin of tinsel, but it also comes with a few lessons in it too. Not only does it teach us that our hard work will be rewarded, it also shows us to love all the things in life, big and small. Even in something as tiny and unpleasant as a spider, there's good to be found and celebrated. Christmas isn't just about the presents under the tree or the decorations we put up. It's about kindness, love, and goodwill towards all. These tales remind us of that and teach us important lessons: mindfulness, patience, perseverance, and gratitude that are important not just at Christmas time, but all year round. On that note, have a happy and safe holidays, and bye for now. Let me know your thoughts on the story and our discussion by emailing me on folktalespodcast@gmail.com or through social media at folktalespodcast on Instagram and folktalespod on Twitter. And please rate, review, and like Folktales Podcast, and don't forget to subscribe so you can easily access our weekly stories. If you have any story recommendations, or if you want to come dissect and analyze a story with me, give me a shout out on email or social media, because whatever you do, keep dissecting and keep analyzing.